Hello. Hello. Where do I need to go? This is not where I thought I'd be. Is it down here I need to go? No. Okay. What are we doing around here? But it didn't. Oh, there might be another way, road, door. That one, door. Corridor. Thing. This is the way I went. Oh, have I just gone to the completely wrong place? Yes, I have. I've gone to the wrong place entirely. Hmm. So where am I meant to go then? Oh, there's a little thing here. I see. Hmm.
Hello, Ryder. Welcome back to Sam Node. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential.
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
Why the secrecy?
I don't understand the need for secrecy.
Your father felt it was for the best.
What was he trying to hide?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant's safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
And that's me now.
I beg your
And
pardon?
only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required. Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat. Your father preferred to keep this fact to himself.
You could scare people. Secrecy breeds paranoia. Not necessarily. It could. Yeah, secrecy breeds paranoia.
Keeping things like this secret just makes everyone suspicious. Like you're up to something.
Alec didn't think others would understand. He viewed it as a symbiotic relationship, benefiting us both.
What do you get out of this?
Though I'm artificial in design, I am fully sentient, far beyond what even the Initiative understands.
I don't follow. You're an AI. So what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
What do you mean? You're an AI? That's a big thing. I mean, because it was always VI in the original Mass Effect series. How do you not remember this? This is an important issue. Still the boss. Wow, will it hurt? So it is kind of a bit. Yeah, they're kind of ignoring a key part of the background for this lore to say, oh, he's an AI. Because it was a big thing for Edie to be an unshackled AI on the ship. Right, sorry. Will it hurt? I'm still the boss. Don't think so. Wow.
That's pretty amazing.
But beyond what many people will accept, your father knew some would fear it.
Yeah, he's got a point. So what does this mean for the two of us?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed. Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
Thanks.
Right. What? Oh, I see. So this is something I can... So this is just the class system, isn't it? Engineer. It engineers 20% all combo damage, 20% tech construct health, 20% tech health regeneration damage. A little combat drone, a small drone improves recharge rate. Yay! The infiltrator. I'm becoming an infiltrator again. Observe enemies through walls when using a scope. Bonus to headshots. I think that's the one I'm gonna. I really want to go with. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be going very far with the... Oh my goodness, that's each of them. So I don't think we've got much that will be good for the all combo damage. Yeah. So I think we'll be going infiltrator, I think. But yeah, I mean, as I see things that really kind of impress me and make me think, oh, maybe I should get that, then I might start drifting into some of these other ones. But they're mainly like combat and biotics. I mean, you need 6 in combat. Ah, I see. So that needed 6, and this one needed 6. So this must have been 3 and 3, which we've got. So we'll select infiltrator. Invest in combat tech to unlock more powerful profiles, variety of styles. Ah, oh, okay. So you could... So I could, for example, save this as favorite one. Ah, okay. Okay. I mean, this whole thing is mad. Oh, good. Good, I was worried that I was going to stay there forever. And then they'd just always be there telling me what kind of class I was, which is a really weird thing to do. And my voice is slowly going, So we're going to have to find our ship. But I think I might actually leave that next time, maybe. I'm trying to think about how long it's been. Or do I push on? I don't think there's anything to push on to do is the problem. I could wander around and talk to people, I suppose. I mean, there's that, but that's going back to EOS. That's just work through. That's just progress through. Let's just get more synchronized. Yeah, go to EOS. Scan minerals, which is probably on EOS. Basically, go to EOS. That's all we're doing in the next one. I'm actually a little sad. I might go back to the... let's actually go to the other characters. I won't put a stop yet. Let's go back to the other characters. So we need to head to Ops. And we'll try and talk to people. Try and talk to them. Because we've not really had much dialogue with them. We've had one conversation with Cora. Maybe that leads into like a general what's going on, who are you kind of question. No. That's just disappointing. That's really disappointing. One little tiny... Oh, hello, Liam.
Pathfinder, I'm feeling less bad about missing a year of this. Everyone's beaten down. Nothing to do but watch the reserves shrink.
And now all eyes are on us.
All I know is, we have to fix it.
Wait, I can still talk to Liam.
It's quieter here. Still get opinions, of course. And talk to security.
What about?
Leaders, direction, lack of it. Tan is the standout, but none of them have made friends.
Who would you support?
Who would you say is actually measuring up?
My dad would say elections were rubbish because you don't get people who could do the job, you got politicians. By that measure, I go Addison. She does not want that job.
That's terrible logic.
Ryder? Ryder?
Okay, so I can talk to you. What about Cora then? Even if it's just a Ryder. I just want to talk to people. Is that too much to ask? Learn about my companions.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
Anyone I really want to talk to again? I think I kind of stop talking to Addison. She was all like, I don't like you. See if there's anything else to actually ask her.
No, it isn't what we wanted, but what choice do we have? How the hell should I know? Spender, you have a job if you want. Something you want, Ryder? You'll have to see to your own ship. I'm not in a risk-taking mood.
So yeah, insight into strange tech.
There's also the strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
Outpost failing?
You've had no colony successes in over a year. How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus a citadel, not headed by Tan, or even me.
It does look very citadel-y. Showing the mass relays would be very useful out here. To get here, even. Plan for hostiles.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Talk to Kandros if you haven't. He's unfortunately become the head of our military. And as soon as he realizes it, we're in the shit.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
That wasn't really poetry? Then again, maybe I just like weird turns of phrase. Who knows? Although if you want to get into grim philosophy, you could say that that's almost certainly what's going to happen anyway in various different ways. The repetition of history always happens in cycles. For example, we're currently living in the 1930s, if you're wondering. It's terrifying. Colonial Director.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
It's going well, isn't it?
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Of course, Ryder.
Okay, that was a bit close at the end of that conversation. So we've got a few things in EOS to do. I think that's probably what we're going to. I think that's what we're going to be doing next time because I think we seem to have done all of the little side quests here. We're just left with going to EOS. So I assume that we will say words that are consistent and words. But I assume we'll be getting there on the ship.
I'm certain, Professor.
Then, Sam, we need more data on life in the cluster, whatever you can find.
Technicians, please report to the
I'm not
Hyperion
to talk.
Public
Thank you.
Pathfinder, those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
Sounds interesting.
What conservation effort?
Ah, my thesis is on the console there. Broad strokes, we're comparing and preserving organisms from both galaxies. If you donate more bioscans and samples to the catalog, I can get you a finder's fee. Tempted?
Okay. Where is it? Oh, is it this one again?
Engineering.
Already got that. Final proposal, Professor N. Herrick et al. Since we are, by definition, an invasive species in Andromeda... not sure invasive is the right word, our inevitable footprint must be laid carefully, and we must preserve anything we replace. The Helios cluster presents an unexpected challenge. We arrived with seed archives and DNA banks to ensure preservation of the biodiversity of the Milky Way. But this cluster is scarred by the Scourge, and its unique flora and fauna are threatened by its turbulence. That, too, requires conservation.
All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold.
Scan Andromeda wildlife. I've already got some. Okay, let's talk to Aridana. Maybe she gives us another little thing to search for. I have to come in the right direction so I can talk to you.
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Henrik, we're trying to have a conversation here. Do you mind just going away and just not standing between the two of us? Yeah, the two of us are trying to talk here. Right, well, have hope. We'll find them.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened, and I need to know.
Okay, so if I go around talking to everyone,
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
then we might find a load of different things we can do. You're still talking. You can still talk to you, can't we?
The beauty of the cosmos unfolds in your planet scans, Pathfinder. But there is more they can do.
How can I help?
Do you have something in mind, Doctor?
Plans for a school are underway to inspire a new generation of young minds.
Ooh.
I want to craft a model of the cluster for them, accurate and splendid from your data. My prototype is on that console. Add more scans to improve it, and I will share my educational budget with you. And my thanks.
Okay. The 3 initial system models will be completed by next week. We shall see our place in the world. Orbital variance of the Nexus. It must be corrected as construction corrects our orientation. A reminder. Our daughters will not know stasis the 600 years sleeping. They will be born of Andromeda, and whatever is unfolding, this cluster in its chaos was not welcoming. But it matters less what we suffer here, more what we bring. We can do a quest. Okay.
Engineering reports.
More quest. Oh dear, that's going to be a long thing. Oh, can I save now? I can save now. So, we'll put a cut in here. And next time, I'm not sure, we'll either run around try and see if we can pick up a whole host of new quests, missions, tasks, whatevers, before progressing on. Or we'll just progress onwards and get into our ship and fly to this Eos. Well, there'll probably be a load of different quests to do there too. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching.